So it's I shell it, and if I want, I can attach with this also, this body, and create everything. If I want to add detail, I can do that. And like for this base, I want to create a base, so that also I can do. I can take a cylinder, create a cylinder, edit poly. It's entire surface I want to extend, so I'll delete this section and border. Select this, scale down, and generate this thing like super quickly, but it's not aligned properly. So what I can do, Alt A, click on this, center, apply, and now then move. So like become super simple. I can create really complex geometry out of this and generate everything. It's totally up to me, like how I want to create this thing. It's not that difficult. It's just matter of practice. If you practice, you can generate this thing super easily. So like create something like this. And today is like submission day, so by evening submit your things. So tomorrow I guess we have another class, I believe. Thursday. No, tomorrow is the day after tomorrow.
Friday. Yeah.
Yes, Friday. Yes, Friday we have another class. So submit your all the files, and any it's wrong, right, doesn't matter. So, submit it. We'll discuss everything, and if there's any issue, any problem, we'll fix it, and I'll explain those things once again, because like these are basics. All these things are basic, and you should understand properly. If you don't understand, it will become very difficult and problematic in future. And this is also not aligned. Alt A with this. Now it's aligned nicely. I can align everything, create design, and whatever I want to create basically. It's totally up to me. And I feel designed in like design wise. I can try one more edit poly on this. I feel it, I can make them little like taller. This looks little small. Or vertex mode. So like this, push it up. Push this thing also up. Yeah, this is like much better. Looks a bit elegant. Previously, it was like little odd. So like this, you can generate things very easily. You can create all kind of sort of things, combining like basically there's no rule. You can combine your spline modeling with poly modeling, surface modeling, everything together and generate it. It's a only thing is end of the day it should look like whatever you're creating. That's the only rule. Rest everything you can modify, like anything, use any tool, anything. No, nobody cares. Yes, like if you're using Max, you have to use only Max, nothing else. Okay, just give me a second. I'll take attendance. Attendance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Except Arnold, everybody join. So practice this and like submit your things, and then we'll discuss based on that. And I'll see you guys on Friday. And the next time we'll do something bit. I'll show you. Like I have a reference like presets. Just give me a second. And this time we'll create little something like maybe something like this, like based on some reference. Some reference. This is like based on some reference we created this thing, or maybe this one. This is also based on a reference. Based on a reference, create something like it. Like we'll start simpler and then gradually move to a bit complex stuff. You see?
Sir,
Yeah.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, I don't. I have a problem again with the copying the image on 3D Max.
Like how? Like if you want just drag drop it, like how you having problem? That I don't understand.
Like
I create a plane and
yeah,
I have an image, drag drop, that done.
yeah. I have a problem in that.
Like
I
how?
have
What is the
mine is
problem?
like I try to copy from there to 3D Max. It's not working.
Like copy as in like your control C, control V.
Sorry.
Like what I am doing, I'm drag dropping it in Max. It's working perfectly.
Yeah, like that I do.
Like that only you're doing. So why? Like what is happening? Tell me. Like what is happening?
That image is not being set on the plane.
Like image not fit on the plane. Like the image is distorted.
Not distorted. It's not coming on the 3D Max.
It's not coming or it's not visible.
Yeah, not visible. I think so. Like I have enabled default shading and all, but it's not still not coming.
Can you share your screen so that I can see and understand like, what is happening exactly?
Okay, so 1 second.
Okay, I have activated the share screen. I stopped my screen. You can start sharing.
Okay.
This
Like
2020
I
plane.
created the plane.
Yes.
Okay, and I drag and drop this image. It's not coming. It's in default shading in standard perspective. And drag and also it's not coming. See, I
Okay.
drag this and
Hmm.
so it's not visible.
Right. Can you press M? M in Mac. Full screen your perspective. All W.
Okay.
And press M. M from keyboard.
Okay.
Have you pressed M?
Yes, I pressed it.
but nothing popped up.
Showing
The material
showing a red color.
error.
It's showing a red color.
Why? M means M for Mumbai. That M.
Okay, sorry. I thought M. Okay.
Now go to modes. Like first option, modes. First option, top left corner, modes.
Okay.
Compact material. Okay. Now take this eyedropper and click on your this thing mesh.
Nothing's happening.
So this is here.
Should I drag it or just click it? And just hold and it's not working.
Just to click and drop it there. But it's
I just see I'm dragging here.
copy. It's coming.
Then yeah, it's not coming.
No, even that,
So I was not able to practice the whole time due to this problem.
I can't see like anything activated or on or something. No, everything is on default only. Play.
Should I adjust the pixels, length of breadth size, the height size? Maybe that's a problem.
The plane size doesn't matter. Like no matter what you do, it should show.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying. See, this is an image.
Yeah. That's what.
Got it. So I drag and drop some. I don't know what's some maybe it's software problem. I don't know. It's Autodesk
2020. I'm also using 20. I'm using 20.
Yeah,
Sir,
I showed.
sir, I sent a link of a forum discussion of the problem he is facing.
Yeah, I checked it, but it says 2009 and 2011, 2009, and this is 2020. The forum, na post, this post
Yeah.
is 3ds Max 2009. It's a really old version, and now he's using 2020. It should work like this. I don't know.
maybe something has been set default. I don't know.
It should be default.
Is the reference going to help? Is there any other option like that?
Yes, like options definitely are there, but why this is happening? This is the easiest way of doing it. Okay, drag drop on the background image, not on the plane. Drag drop on the back, that gray area. Drag drop your image there.
Nope.
Anything popped up?
Nothing.
No, there's something minimize. Just check what is this window down left side. Max window. Left side. Now this one.
It's a material.
Okay, drag drop this on material. Any of the sphere. Like drag drop the bottle on the material.
I'm dragging.
Bottle, that image, that material you cannot assign on the empty background. Image, bottle image, drag drop it on the sphere, that material. Material, not on the viewport. Yes, here. Yes, it's working. It shows there's something is there. Scroll down. Map, open the maps. Last option. I got it. The image you are using, that format is not supported by Max. It's JFIF, right? It doesn't support. So this image you have to convert into JPEG or something.
It's JFS.
Yes, this file doesn't support, so it's not supported by Macs.
Let me see.
Download any image, any JPEG. Yes. You must have any photo, right? Any just any photo. Save as JPEG. Text. Okay.
Let me go to the downloads. Should I just try?
No. But cancel. Create a plane. Now create a plane and drag drop it. Now drag drop it.
Drag. Yeah, now I got it.
It's because of the image format. That image format doesn't support.
Okay.
Yeah, because of that.
So I faces. So we JPEG form is also only supportable, right?
No, JK, it supports JPEG, PSD, TGA, PNG, lots of support. This format is not JFIF something. This format is like, I guess, for file sharing. Like usually, if you send a file from WhatsApp or something, it converts into this format. That's right. So what you can do, if you have an image browser or something, double click, open the image and save it as JPEG, or open it in Photoshop and change the format.
Okay.
Then you'll be able to use it.
So last day I shared one email with you regarding the file. Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Hello.
Yes, tell me.
Yes, sir. Last day, sir, I shared one file over mail. So I told you, right, the models are coming in black color. So can you please check the problem why it's happening with that? I've already shared the file with you.
Just give me a second. Check it. I guess I missed the file. Where it is. Just give me a second. It was on date last Friday, right? Means 23rd.
Yes, sir. So just 1 minute, I will check. No, sir, 26th April, sir, 26th.
26, 2 days. Okay, 26. 26.
I've sent you an attachment.
Yes. Okay, like what happened? Yes, I received the mail. This thing, where it is here. So it basically says Zoom link. I thought it you have replied back in the you joined Zoom class. That's it showing me a preview. I didn't open it. So okay, I'll show it. Just give me a second. Oh. Okay. Don't see desktop. Okay, all these things are black in color, right? This is what you're talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, it's basically what happened. Your normals are flipped. Just switch on this one, this option.
Okay.
Same thing for like all the wherever you see black, they're basically flipped. Normal direction, like normal is basically the outside part of the plane, like exterior side. So planes are basically single-sided, right? So one side is visible, one side is not visible. So it's black means it's inverted. So you have to make sure invert it again, and now it's all gray.
Okay.
That's the only thing. This is what is happening here. So this is again gray. So or it can, like, if you want to, like, suppose after this edit poly, now like suppose you apply this edit poly, here also there's something called flip. You flip it, right? If you you can do it in lathe directly, or if you apply the edit poly, then also select edit poly, make sure select the polygon and flip it. Done.
Okay.
So it works perfectly. And there is a problem I can see. These are not round.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like I was just practicing that day, and I don't know, something happened. So okay, I will correct those mistakes.
No, like
And
I'll tell you like why this happens. Like if this happens because of like suppose you have one shape and then you creating this thing. So there will be cases it will distort like this. Reason this have a lot of history or extra nodes, something attached to it. So to fix this, like before applying lathe, like if you apply lathe, you can see you applied lathe and it turned into this. Like let me delete this lathe. So you can see you have applied 360, but instead of making it a perfect circle, it's circle only, but it's oval in shape. Reason what happens here, you have to apply this, delete this and this shape, apply a lathe, and you can see it's not correct, it's not perfect, it's creating this problem. This happens because of the alignment, minimum maximum alignment. I can use patch, nerve, or all this thing, but it creates an issue. So in that case, what I have to do is select my lathe, go to my utility, and there is an option called reset X form. Click on this and then reset it. Go back to modifier and then top of it use lathe. And now you can see it will create everything in correct direction. Let's see. Now it's perfect circular shape. Okay, flip. Like wherever it is supposed to place it. Basically what happens, like why it happens, like there are some extra nodes. There will be cases when you have some extra nodes connected to this thing. Maybe you modified it and then went back to some other thing and came back to something like broken is there. That's just to reset that you have to apply this X form. Reset X form, it basically reset anything unwanted or anything, any history or any scale node or any rotation node is attached to it. There's no function to it, but it's still there, it's attached to it. That's why just to reset it, make sure apply a reset X form, then top of it apply all your modifiers. It will work perfectly.
Okay, sir.
So
right? One more doubt.
Yes.
If I want to add one more edge to this polygon, sorry, to this object, so how will I add one more edge? Can you please show one demo?
Like where you want to apply? Tell me. Like okay.
So down portion. So at the down portion or in the middle portion.
Okay. Suppose let's use this one. Isolate. It's not centralize, center. I just like roughly made it a circle. Okay. Now you want to add a extra loop here, right? That's what you asking, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how to do it? You have either there are two ways. Go to edge mode, select all of this edge, and there's something called connect. So connect, it will by default create one loop, but if you want multiple option, click on the setting and then add number of edge you want. This is one technique. There is one more technique is there. Like suppose you want to add loops here. Select all. For that, no need to select anything. You can be an edge mode, border, polygon, any mode. Go to edit. There's something called Swift loop. Under modeling, this ribbon. Open it. Open. So under modeling, you can see there's an option called Swift loop. Click on this and then add loops wherever you want.
So can we add a straight loop as well?
Straight loop as in? This is straight
so the vertical ones, if you want to add one vertical.
Yes. Vertical, horizontal, any direction. Like
okay.
You see vertical.
Okay.
I'm not pressing any button, anything, just like mouse, like left. If I go in the center, like if I align with this edge, this vertical line, it will create a horizontal loop. If I align with the vertical lines, sorry, a horizontal this thing, it will create a vertical this empty space. You can see.
Okay.
Sir, can you show that again, sir? That how we press that option, like vertices?
Vertices. Where is it? No. Like if you
Just what? No,
just
I mean the edges. I mean edges.
this one.
No, right now, what you just did right now.
Okay, the thing, just select your model. Select your model. You can select something or cannot select something. Let it be. Just make sure you are in edit poly mode. It works only and only polygon. Swift loop under modeling tool, this option, and click. And if you want to a vertical line, like right now, you can see I'm on this vertical line. And now if I go to the horizontal line, it will create a vertical loop. Just click, it will generate automatically. Entire loop. Right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like practice this thing out and check everything. And like whenever creating a model, the basic rule of thumb is make sure double check it from all the angles, because like maybe it looks fine, perfectly fine from one angle, maybe it's all messed up from another angle. So check it in perspective. Always check in model in perspective. Press P, go to perspective mode, and check it from all the angles. Rotate the camera, check it from all the angles, all the direction. Then make it double check it to make sure it's a perfect like shape or whatever design you're creating. It looks fine from all this. That's why it's 3D. We can check it from all the angles. So make sure check it from all the angles, all the direction. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, how can we hide an object, sir?
How can you hide your object? Okay. So there are two ways again. So like suppose you have multiple elements. You can see I have multiple objects, separate objects. I can select, suppose I want to isolate this one. This down, this option shortcut is Alt Q. Alt Q, it will isolate that object. This is how you hide it. And then this is the shortcut button. Or suppose you want to hide something, no isolation, only hide. Select it, right click, and now you see select hide selection, hide unselected, unhide all, unhide by name. All these options are there. So if I want to hide selected, I can hide selection. If I want to hide unselected, we'll keep this, hide everything else. Under right click, hide, unhide all.
Like we can access in viewport also, right?
You can
access it in viewport, right? On the right side. I mean the left side. I mean there is an eye icon, right?
Oh, this with this also. This is your outliner. This is your outliner. From here also you can hide. This eye means visible, not visible. So you can, with this also you can hide. So like same thing, like function is basically same. You hide with this, or right click and hide. End of the day, like result is same. You're hiding something, so it's fine. You can use this, or right click hide. Everything is fine. And there's one more thing is there, like for hiding. Let's see. Never use edit mesh. Always use edit poly. Collapse all. Yes. Polygon. So suppose I combine this thing. Okay, I have another class. Okay, I'll just finish it quickly. So suppose I have this thing attached, like, but I have a practically, like in reality, this thing, this object, and this object. These three are separate elements, right? 1, 2, 3. They are just attached together. That's it. But if it's attached, and if you want to hide something, like if suppose in this, I want to hide this section only. I cannot do it with this. If I hide this, it will hide the entire thing. If I select this and isolate, then also it doesn't work. But how to do it? Select the polygon, scroll down. You can see, hide selected, hide unhide all, hide unselected, hide unselected, unhide all, hide selected. With this also, but if you do this, you have to always go back to polygon mode and unhide all. Otherwise, you won't be able to get this thing back. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This will try all this thing and check everything. And end of today, submit your files. I have created a submission folder also, or you can mail me directly. That is also fine. So we'll check and discuss everything on Friday. Okay.
So can I submit it by tomorrow morning? Because I actually did not start because I'm completely new to the software. So by morning, can I do it? Early morning.
Okay, that's fine. But make sure from next week, every Wednesday, without fail.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Then.
sir.
I'll see you guys Friday. Bye bye.